Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's a pre-race party for the St. Pete Grand Prix at Dimmitt Auto Group with Austin Martin Racing and the Racing Group. Craven Moorhead gets the full story in a classy, powerful report. And find out about Scooter Saloon and Born to Ride Springtime Biker Bash. All this and so much more here on Born to Ride.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking Kiz, Arnie, and K-Fizz, they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
It's kind of like Groundhog Day. We do this every year. It seems like the same every time, but yet it gets better every time. Just like Kevin's wine. I want to thank Peter Dimmitt, who's here tonight. Peter, whose family allowed us to do this event. And I want to thank all you folks, because we always see new faces here. The event keeps getting better and better, and that's because of you. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce Kevin Buckler with the race team for Aston Martin this week.
Hi, Craven Moorhead here for Born to Ride TV, and I'm with the owner of the Racers Group, and this is Kevin Buckler here. He's going to give us a little insight on what's going on here at the St. Pete Grand Prix. We're going to be covering this for a while. So, Kevin, tell us what's happening out here.
You bet. Thanks, Craven, and thanks, Born to Ride, guys. We're here at the Dimmitt Automotive Group tonight. We're kicking off our week like we always do here, celebrating our brand that we run here, Aston Martin. It's their dealership, and this is the big St. Petersburg Grand Prix, Pirelli World Challenge. It's their opening round here in St. Petersburg, and so we're racing the very lethal Aston Martin GT3.
Oh yeah.
Running up front with James Davison, our driver. We had a great practice day today, and we're working real hard. We have two races, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. We do a combined race now, IndyCar and the sports car guys, and the sports car guys have done a fantastic job building the brand. We run and own one of the top teams here, and we're very excited to be here. And St. Petersburg's just a welcoming community and city. We're glad.
About half or more, or almost everyone that races and involved in this, in Grand Prix, IndyCar, NASCAR, any of that stuff, they own motorcycles.
There's a whole lot of bikes out there. You guys know about Daytona and Speed Weeks. I'm down there for 2 of those weeks. And then, we're out in Northern California a bunch too. So the crossover has been interesting because, we see the same thing with cars. You go anywhere in the United States on a Sunday and there's a cars and coffee group. And we have tons of bikes out at the Sonoma Grand Prix and the stuff out there. So I've got a bunch of friends that, they're all over too. So the two worlds have collided in a positive way. Great fun, great lifestyle, and a lot of guys your and my age too going out and having some fun nowadays. So,
well, you know what?
Or 4.
Okay, so all right, we both admit we're not spring chickens, but guess what? We're still out there. We're still risk takers. We're still enjoying the high-powered lifestyle. And you guys are racing cars out here. You're going 100, 200 miles an hour. You guys, this ain't your regular old NASCAR. Let's sit at home and drink beer kind of thing. This is some really serious racing with very expensive automobiles.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny, we're at a street course here, and so there's not a lot of room. Actually, there's no room for errors. You know, a small mistake is a concrete wall here, and not only is the car wrecked, but the driver can get hurt really badly. So it's, you know, it's very challenging for the drivers and the teams, and we have all the top manufacturers here. We're racing against the top factory Bentleys, McLarens, Ferraris, and Porsches. So it's pretty cool. We've got to hold our end of the bargain up, though, and do a good job. But the fans will be out there in droves on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll look forward to putting on a good show. That's what we do.
I guarantee you guys will. And this is not the only show. Ladies and gentlemen, they still race at Daytona. They still race out at Laguna. They race everywhere. And you know that's what I want you to say. Your circuit, it's like you say, it's like a circus. Your circuit, you tear it down, you set it up, and you go back for another one.
Well, we started it this year at the Daytona 24, and for our team, and I love to say it. I mean, that's a big race for us. We've won it 4 times, and you don't know, I was our professional driver for 15 years. I won the race twice, in 2002 and 2003, once overall. That little race in France called Le Mans, we got to race in that, and I won that in 2002. Kind of helped propel our team to where we are today, and then I went from athlete to owner in 2004, and actually made a good transition. It was not easy, but it worked. We raced at Laguna Seca twice, Mid-Ohio, Watkins Glen, all the great places. You know, we'll do Long Beach here in a couple of weeks for the Long Beach Grand Prix, but we're at Daytona once, Sebring once, all the big tracks. Lime Rock, a lot of the same places the bikes run. So how about
and they do, and that's why I wanted to bring this to our viewers, because it is the St. Pete Grand Prix. People, this ain't a joke. This is a really big race, and yeah, like you said, you race everywhere. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time, and we appreciate what you bring to our community. Our community loves this. I mean, and we are absolutely 100% behind everything that you guys do out here. This is a different kind of race, and this isn't roundy rounds like I used to run when I was a little kid. This is all about oh, by the way, you're never too old to get back behind the wheel.
Yeah, I still like to drive once in a while for testing. I got to keep these young guys in line, you know, when tracks that I'm familiar with. But thanks for saying that. Not this weekend. I'm on the pit box. But thanks, Craven. Born to Ride guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate having a chance to talk to you guys.
Thank you so much, Kevin. It was very nice to talk to you on the air. And keep this, guys. Remember this one thing. We always chase speed, no matter what we do. It's Born to Ride television. Stay tuned for more. I'm Craven Moorhead, and we'll be right back.
Sunday, May 7th, Find It Now GPS Security and attorney Fran Hosh, 866 Law Fran, presents Scooter Saloon and Born to Ride's Springtime Biker Bash. It's happening at Scooter Saloon, located at Harley-Davidson of Brandon. It all starts at 12 noon. Live music with internationally known rock and roll star Tampa Bay's very own Kenny McGee. Then, live in concert, one of the hottest bands in the state, a tribute to Southern Rock and Leonard Skinner. It's Tommy Rocks and Nothing Fancy. These guys will rock the stage, so don't miss it. Born to Ride TV taping and magazine shoot. So bring your bikes and get on TV and Born to Ride magazine. A 10-class custom ride-in bike show sponsored by 866 Law Fran and Find It Now. Sign up 11 to 3. Bikini Bike Wash plus vendors, prizes, great food, ice-cold Budweiser, and friendly vendors with great products. And it's all emceed by Craven Moorhead from Born to Ride Radio. It's biker appreciation. It's Women's Riding Month. It's the place to ride over and have a great time with your friends. It's the Scooter Saloon and Born to Ride's Springtime Biker Bash, Sunday, May 7th. Don't miss it.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Fran. Ride safe. Ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
Check out the Born to Ride radio show every Tuesday night, 8 to 11 p.m. See it live streaming on BornToRide.com. Call in and be a part of the Born to Ride radio show. Studio line 813-756-6444.
Fun Bike Center Motorsports, it's Lakeland Center for fun.
Fun Bike
Center is the biggest and best destination for new and used motorcycles, four-wheelers, dirt bikes, and jet skis. This place is worth a look. Visit funbikecenter.com. Fun Bike Center is open late every Wednesday night till 8 for Bikers Night next door at Mojo's Wings, Burgers, and Beer.
Fun Bike Center. Fun Bike Center.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
Adobe Road Winery is a sister company to the Racers Group. We race Porsches, Lamborghinis, Aston Martins. We use that same drive to excellence, that passion to succeed, to drive our wines. And in our last year, we've had seven of our new releases become 90-point or better wines in Wine Spectator and the Wine Advocate. We handcraft small lot, single vineyard, single varietal wines in lots of 100 to 500 cases from prestigious vineyards in various growing regions throughout Napa and Sonoma County. Our winery is located in Petaluma, California, a great little spot that is the gateway to wine country coming from San Francisco. We have a great new wine tasting room that's open in the Petaluma Mill on 6 Petaluma Boulevard North. You can reach us at 707-939-9099 or on the web at adoberoadwines.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back at Born to Ride TV. I'm here with Bob Page. He's the COO of the Racers Group, and I'm going to tell you, this is a big business, Bob, so we want to talk a little bit about that and what it takes to put this kind of an event on.
You know, it's an exciting opportunity for all of our sponsors, partners, and people engaged with us here this weekend and at all the events we do across the country. What we try to do that's a little bit different than other sports car racing teams is we try to bring our partners to the events to connect and to interface with other business leaders. It's a great B2B business networking opportunity, it's business activation, but I think more importantly than anything, it's giving people an opportunity to experience a bucket list experience that they'd never be able to experience anywhere before.
We're going to talk about the winery because that's part of the sponsorship, that's part of the B2B that you got going on right now.
One of the great things that Kevin and Deborah Buckler have done over the years is Kevin is passionate about racing, but he's also passionate about wines. He got involved in the winery business 15 years ago and motor racing 26 years ago. The thing that's happened that's been phenomenal is that he's learned and identified that bringing the two cultures, the two experiential opportunities together, fine wines and racing cars and the sports car marketplace really work together, especially when trying to work with affluent CEOs and executives of major Fortune 500 companies.
And we discussed a bunch with the guys that used to drive, and I don't know if you were ever a driver. You might have been, yeah?
No, just a motorcycle rider.
There you go. We're going to talk about motorcycling now because from what I understand, you still own motorcycles and you actually were in the motorcycle business. Tell us a little bit about that for the viewers.
It sure was. Back in 2003, we started a motorcycle company called American Motorcycle 1902. We were an OEM VIN manufacturer of custom motorcycles. But the thing that differentiated us is we had models and we had VIN product, but we customized it for our customers. So if you wanted a different engine or if you wanted a different paint job, if you wanted full billet, we created the bike for you, but did it off of a foundation of a VIN product. Had a lot of fun, ran that business till 2009. Unfortunately, like a lot of the small OEMs in the industry at that time, when the financial market collapsed, a lot of the financing and funding went away to allow us to be able to put flooring pouring inventory into dealers. So we're no longer in that business. I'm now in sports cars and having a lot of fun doing it.
That's the one thing that I want to talk about. I mean, what's the difference between building motorcycles like that and racing cars? You're involved in all of that, man. And I'm going to tell you, this is a big deal here at the Grand Prix. And everywhere that you guys go, you're on a big circuit.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. And, you know, the thing that's interesting today is that, you know, Kevin is an individual owner, team owner. And today we're competing with factory-sponsored teams of factory drivers. So the industry is changing a bit. There's no question about it. But when you look at the technology that goes into these cars and what's involved, it's pretty incredible. We just got a new 911 GT3R we raced at 24 Hours of Daytona. And that car came in and you start taking the fenders off and looking what's under the hood. It's a hell of a lot different than an old S&S engine. Technology today, you know, just amazing what we can do with these cars, and tuning and suspension management. It's a whole different world. It's really something to, you know, appreciate, you know, if you're a car guy or a motorcycle guy, because it really takes talent to create and build these cars and deliver the experience that we all get to enjoy.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Bob. You know, and I said this, I said a lot of the guys that are race car drivers or own race cars or do this thing are, you know, really heavily involved in motorcycling. You actually were in it. I think you were talking about when you made those Indian trikes and all that stuff, and we had a lot of conversations about that. You've seen both sides of it, but you're still happy and you're still having a good time.
You have to have a good time. All these industries are fun because it's peer-to-peer with friends. You know, it doesn't matter what the person looks like. It doesn't matter how much money's in his pocket. You get around a motorcycle or you get around a car, and they become your best friends. And that's what it's all about. You know, sitting at a bar stool, you don't know who's sitting next to you, but they become friends. And I think that's the thing that differentiates the motorcycle business, but it also differentiates the car culture as well. Whether you're a tuner kid and enjoys tuner cars, or you're a luxury car owner or exotic car owner, it's all about the friendship, connecting with people, and having a good time.
Born to Ride is brought to you in part by 866 Law Friend. Ride safe, ride smart. Offices in Palm Harbor.
Sunday, May 7th, Find It Now GPS Security and attorney Fran Hosh, 866 Law Friend, presents Scooter Saloon and Born to Ride's Springtime Biker Bash. It's happening at Scooter Saloon, located at Harley-Davidson of Brandon. It all starts at 12 noon. Live music with internationally known rock and roll star Tampa Bay's very own Kenny McGee. Then, live in concert, one of the hottest bands in the state, a tribute to Southern Rock and Leonard Skinner. It's Tommy Rocks and Nothing Fancy. These guys will rock the stage, so don't miss it. Born to Ride TV taping and magazine shoot. So bring your bikes and get on TV and Born to Ride magazine. A 10-class custom ride-in bike show sponsored by 866 Law Friend and Find It Now. Sign up 11 to 3. Bikini Bike Wash plus vendors, prizes, great food, ice-cold Budweiser, and friendly vendors with great products. And it's all emceed by Craven Moorhead from Born to Ride Radio. It's biker appreciation. It's Women's Riding Month. It's the place to ride over and have a great time with your friends. It's the Scooter Saloon and Born to Ride's Springtime Biker Bash, Sunday, May 7th. Don't miss it.
Hello, this is Jimmy Walsh from Cycle Springs Power Sports. I'm the GSM of the dealership. I want to let you know Find It Now has been a great product for us and our customers. It allows them to track their vehicles, lets them know if they go over a certain miles per hour, leaves a certain area, and gives them protection against theft. It also allows us to put them on our own vehicles and track our employees and see where they are going, how fast they are operating our vehicles. It certainly has helped the bottom line and has given another product for us to offer as a back-end product. And we have successfully sold it over a couple of years. I would personally use it, especially if I had teenagers driving around and I wanted to track their speed and their travels.
Born
Born to Ride magazine, the hottest, baddest, most popular magazine for the biker lifestyle. Hard-hitting, action-packed, up-to-date, real content, exclusive stories and interviews that always leave you wanting more. Local and national coverage that you can always count on. Born to Ride magazine can now be delivered directly to your door. $39.95 for 12 issues. Order now. Order now. 888-795-5779 or check out BornToRide.com.
Born to Ride.
Crystal Harley-Davidson in Homosassa is hosting a summer payment event. We can help you find your personal freedom with a payment that fits your personal budget. Every motorcycle has payment options clearly posted on it. We have brand new Harley-Davidsons for only $99 per month, 1.99% for 60 months, and 0 down payment options. Remember, at Crystal Harley-Davidson, we are the king of trades, offering you full Blue Book value for your trade-in. There is always something happening at Crystal Harley-Davidson.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at BornToRide.com.
All right, we're here covering the St. Pete Grand Prix, and you know what? I'm here with a driver, James Davison. How you doing, James?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We're having a good time out here. Listen, you know, we have talked about, I don't know, everybody in this whole deal, in all forms of racing, probably own a motorcycle, and I'm assuming that you do as well.
I would? Sorry?
Well, you would have a motorcycle somewhere in your garage, perhaps. Maybe not.
I don't, but I grew up riding motorbikes.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. You know why? Why I bring this? Because we are largely a motorcycle program, but we also really enjoy doing the racing, covering the racing, and making people, you know, love this sport. So you're in the Grand Prix, and you're out there racing. How does it feel out there when you're winning?
Pretty good, because it's so competitive and it really needs to be a team effort to get it done. And when you have good team chemistry that we do at TRG, Aston Martin Racing, and you're able to go up against some of the best in the world, in all honesty. I mean, our series is world class now. It's a pretty awesome feeling. So I mean, we ended practice today 3rd out of 25 cars, and I mean, we're ahead of a lot of highly respected teams, cars and drivers. So yeah, we're happy, but of course you're never satisfied until you're number one. But I think, you know, everyone's got different cars, different weapon to do battle with, essentially, and I think we've really done a good job with what we you know, have to work with. So how's it feel to be able to get behind the wheel of one of these things, man? It's pretty intense. I mean, the cars got so much downforce that the limit is very high, and you know, things happen pretty quick. The brake zones are short as well, because not only the downforce, but we've got ABS, so you can brake very late. Yeah, and it's quite anaerobic, so you got to concentrate on these street circuits, because, you know, the walls are right there. You're all but touching them, sometimes grazing them, and if you get it wrong marginally, you know, you can have a very big accident and hurt yourself. So,
but listen, man, you're out there, you're going almost 200 miles an hour, and you're up against a concrete wall that, I mean, it's perilous, and you guys are racing hard, man. What an exhilaration. Tell us how it feels to do that.
It's pretty stressful at times, but then when you've got that much experience, you feel obviously in control, confident in your own ability. It all comes involuntarily. Obviously, there's no substitute for experience, and experience gives you confidence and just makes things a little more seamless. So, you know, I've got that much experience right now that I can drive around a street circuit that close to the walls, very close to danger, and hurting myself, but be, as relaxed as possible doing it. So yeah, it's mental.
It's mental, physical. You have to be in good shape. And you also have to be professional. You have to take care of your equipment, take care of yourself, and do the best you can to get out there and win this race. And as far as I can tell, you're up there in the top 3 right now, and that's at practice. So, I mean, I don't know who's starting on the pole, but I guarantee you one thing, you're going to race all the way to the end.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the racing's the part that I like. It's fun putting a lap together, but when it comes to racing, that's what we are. We're race car drivers. We're not called, lap time drivers or qualifying drivers. And certainly it's important that you've got good racecraft, that you're aggressive, and that you don't get it wrong too often. And certainly being aggressive on the opening lap is one of my strengths, because obviously you can lose the race at the first corner and you can partially win it, because if you get track position, it's very hard for other people to pass you. So historically I have confidence in my racecraft, and qualifying makes that race day easier if you start closer to the front. So yeah, we've got qualifying tomorrow morning, and it'll be tough to get the pole. There's some pretty fast cars out there with the latest technology, but we're right in the mix up there. So even if we don't start on the pole, we still have a shot at the win. So we'll see.
Well, I know. Starting from the pole doesn't mean everything. And I'm going to tell you something, people. If you're not at the Grand Prix, well, you're going to miss out. I want to say thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming on with us here at Born to Ride. And I wish you all the success in the race, all right?
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, thank you.